Hello, and today I will be taking a look at the Invasion Frost Giant figure from the 3 3/4 inch line from Hasbro from the Thor the Mighty Avenger movie. I picked this up for about £9. They're back on the shelves again due to the Blu-ray coming out for Thor the Dark World. And let's have a quick look at the packaging. We have a picture of Chris Hemsworth, we have Iron Man, Captain America and Thor as usual. On the back we have some quite nice artwork of the Frost Giant with club and shield included. We have a small bio about the character, which is nice to have again, and then it shows you some other figures that are in the line. We have Sword Strike Thor, Lightning Clash Thor and Battle Hammer Thor. And also on the side we have Chris Hemsworth again telling us that it is number 6, and on this side it's also telling us that it's number 6 in the line. So let's get this open and see if it's worth the cash. So here he is out of the packet, and first impressions are he looks very nice. I'm very happy with this figure already before we've got into it. I have to say the accessories that he comes with are very nice and very fitting, much better than having a giant blaster. So let's have a quick look at those. We'll start off with this ice blade that goes onto his arm. It just slots over. And it is moulded out of a translucent blue plastic. It does come with a slight white and silver brush over the top just to bring it out looking more like ice, and I think that's sculpted amazingly, and it's been painted very well, so very happy with that. Next to his helmet that just slots onto the top of his head, this has been moulded again in the same plastic, hasn't got any of the silver and white brush on it unfortunately, which I think would have been nice to have on the helmet, but still they've done a very good job with the sculpt work, and it does just plop onto the top of his head like so. Plop, and there we go. Makes a big difference to the way that he looks, so very happy with that. The last accessory is this ice club that he comes with. Again, this doesn't actually seem to have any silver or white brush on it, but still with the sculpt work it does look very nice indeed. Mine did come slightly bent in the packaging, which can be resolved just by dipping it into some hot warm water and then leaving it to cool when it's straight. Okay, onto the figure. Before we start actually getting onto the figure, I'd like to say this is a 3 3/4 inch figure. I think they could have done with this line, rather than have everyone having giant swords and stuff, I would rather have seen a builder figure in this, and maybe just build a 6-inch figure. Yes, it wouldn't have to be massive, but still a 6-inch figure would have been nice to have it as an actual giant. So far as a giant compared to Odin, he is bigger, definitely, but not by much, not by giant standard in my eyes. But let's actually get on to the look of the figure then. The paintwork on this guy seems to be very nice. It is a little bit thin on the gold around the helmet, the blue is showing through, but even the blue itself has got, it is blue with a darker brush over the top of it. The teeth have been painted very, very neatly, and also the eyes on this figure. He has either battle scars or some form of ice tattoos over the front of his body, and then in all his torso as well. He has had a darker wash just to highlight all the detail in his chest, which is very nice. It's coming through and looks really good. Unfortunately, they've not painted the scars on the back of him or down to his stomach area here either as that, but it has got the wash on it, so I'm glad they've included that on the back. And on the front again, if we try and pull his little skirt down, there we go, you can see it in there. It seems to have a very, very long body compared to the rest of the figure, but that can be covered up just by moving that up slightly. That itself is just painted in one gold colour, and the detail in it is nice, especially on the back. Probably could have done with a brush or a wash itself, but as it stands it does look nice. Down to the legs, and we have a brush and a wash again, and we also have the painting on the ice tattoos, but as soon as you get around to the back they have skipped on it a little bit there, which is unfortunate. And then down to the legs we have these gold leg bracelet by the looks of it, That's painted quite well again. It's a little bit thin, so you can see a little bit of the blue through it, but I suppose it could just class it as having a bit of ice on it from being very cold. And then down to the rest of the leg, it's just washed, and then the foot is just washed as well. But all in all, the paintwork on the figure looks very good. And to articulation, let's go. The head is on a peg. You get a nice down, a nice up, and to the side, to the other side. So the head articulation's done very well. We do have a ball hinge in the shoulder, which is incredibly stiff at the moment. So that goes down to his side quite well. Up to the front, up high, back, comes out all the way. On this side we do have another arm bracelet there on this figure also. Out to the side. Ooh. Up high is rather stiff at the moment because it has just come out the packet. Down by the side, that's nice. Onto the elbows, and we have a peg with a hinge, which gives us the rotation. And you get it to 90 degrees. Yeah, you can get it to a 90 degrees. Then to the wrists, which are just a peg, so all it does is spin round. The sculpt work on the hand is very nicely done, and on this hand as well, nice grabby hand. The sculpt work all over this figure, like all this detail, isn't just paint, it is actually sculpted into it. And also it does seem to have like scars that are put in as well, which probably could have come out with a little bit more of a wash, but still very happy with what we've got so far. Down to the legs, we have another ball hinge with a peg going into the top of the thigh, so you can get that up. That's as high as you can get that leg, unfortunately. But then we do come with a double jointed knee, which gives us all the range of motion that we need from that, and that looks quite nice actually. It doesn't look as bad as some of the others. And then down to the foot, we have a hinge. We get a nice range of motion out of that, and a twist also. And let's see how well we get on with the skirt bit that's on here. Which way does it coming out? We can get it out to the side. If you just turn that a little bit more, then you get the articulation that you need out of it. And then to the knees, it's another double jointed. We do have a slight bit of white here, which I think is just a bit of excess paint, which has gone down to the knee, which has started to rub off maybe as well. So all in all, that is the Frost Giant Invasion figure. So that was the 3 3/4 inch Invasion Frost Giant. I paid £9 for it. I definitely say this figure's worth £9. I'm very happy with it. Paint's great, sculpt work, accessories fantastic. So I definitely advise you to go out and pick one of these up for yourselves. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment below, and I will see you next time for more RawPain reviews.